I just filmed an entire intro and the camera wasn't recording. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a chit chat get ready with me just because I feel like lately there has been so much on my mind that I just want to talk about and let you guys know without boring you to death. So I figured I'd let you guys watch me do my makeup while I talk about all the nonsense I have to talk about. It is 3:24. I have to leave my house at 3:50 approximately. So I'm on such a time crunch. I really need to start getting ready. So let's just roll right into this video. I am not probably going to name you guys all the products I'm using today. I will just list them down below in the description box so you guys can see what products I used. Just because I feel like there's so much other stuff I want to talk about, I don't want to waste my time talking to you guys about what products I'm using. Oh, guys, I feel like so much has been happening in my life lately and I just want to like talk about life in general. Not my life, just life. I mean, some aspects of my life may come into this conversation, but that's not the main goal. The main goal is not to talk about my life. So why did I just do that? Something I really wanted to talk about that has been on my like brain lately is self-love and the concept of self-love. And honey, it is 2018. We are loving ourselves, not other people. Okay, I mean, we're loving other people too, but we're loving ourselves first. A lot of people have been expressing the self-love thing a lot more, and I think it really is so important to find self-love. For the longest time, I thought I loved myself. Like, I thought that I had all this self-love for myself, and I was like, yeah, I love myself. Like, I love who I am, blah, 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 blah. And then I went through a crazy relationship, a crazy breakup. I got time to really just sit by myself and find out what my interests are, find out what I enjoy doing, find out who the real me was, and just being by myself, like, I don't know. I feel like I just came to terms with who I was as a person, and I love it. It's like fantastic. I feel like there's better ways to explain it than the way I just explained it, but to give you guys a little backstory, like, I was in a very toxic relationship. We were both very bad for each other. I will not put the blame on just one person, but like I said, like, I wasn't really being true to myself. I thought I was, but I was not. And getting out of that relationship, I just realized so much about myself, and I respect myself so much more now. I do what I want to do when I want to do it, because at the end of the day, who's got me? I got me, and no one else has got me but me. And I don't know, coming to this realization of self-love the past few months, well, I guess since July, like, it's almost been a year now, and I just feel like so much has changed in me, in who I am as a person, and my interests, what I like to do, who I like to surround myself with. I'm realizing that I don't have to keep anyone in my life if I don't want to, and that's probably the best feeling in the world, like, knowing I don't have to keep you in my life. I don't care what you have to say. I don't give two shits about you, is really how I feel most of the time. It's very easy to let someone else's world take over your world. It's very easy to let someone just entrap you, and you don't even feel like they're trapping you, but they are. And I'm not saying our relationships are toxic. That's not what I'm trying to get at all. I don't think they are. I think the right people can bring out the best in you. I honestly do. Like, that's another thing I wanted to touch on regarding self-love. You cannot be in a relationship if you don't love yourself. Because how are you gonna love that other person if you can't love yourself? That was one thing I learned with my ex, is that I didn't have enough love for myself, and I was expecting to get love for myself through him, and he couldn't do that for me because I'm the only person who can do that. So you have to come to terms with yourself and who you are as a person and what you want to be in life, and everything else from there will fall into place. If there's someone in your life who is keeping you from accomplishing the things you need to accomplish, trash them, honey. Trash them. And I'm starting to realize that myself too, because I'm one of those people who doesn't listen to my own advice. I give good advice and then I don't listen to my own advice, and I've learned that, and I'm trying really hard to listen to my own advice recently and live life for me and not let anyone get in my way of what I'm trying to do and things like that. It's actually why I started YouTube. Finally, I've been wanting to do YouTube for years and years and years, and I always had something holding me back, a reason why I didn't want to do it. So one day, well, I guess it was literally like 2 days before I posted my very first video, so probably about 2 months ago now. I woke up one day and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go buy a camera today and I'm gonna film a YouTube video, and I don't give a shit what anyone has to say about it. Like, my point was bringing up the YouTube thing. I don't care how people see YouTube. Like, I don't care how they see me, if they think I'm good at YouTube, if they think I'm bad at it. I don't care. I enjoy doing it regardless, and nothing's gonna stop me from doing it just because someone's like, oh, I don't like your YouTube videos. Okay, good for you, then don't watch them. I feel like in this world right now we have a lot of negativity and a lot of, I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know what else I have to say. I'm trying to think of the things I say to myself. I kind of want to touch on relationships a little bit, just because I feel like a lot of people these days are in toxic relationships and don't even realize it. And I'm not trying to push anyone to break up with someone or anything like that. I just want you guys to know, like, how much a relationship really can affect you. And there are things that you should and shouldn't do as like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you can't trust someone, that's a big sign you shouldn't be with them. That's one thing I realized about my past relationship is I've had a few people cheat on me, but I don't have trust issues because of it, because I'm not one of those people who thinks, oh, just because one person did this to me, everyone's gonna do this to me. I don't have that mentality. I have trust for people until they give me a reason not to trust them. And that was one of the biggest problems with me and my ex, is that he didn't trust me, but I had never done anything for him to not trust me. So then I started like trying to prove myself really hard to him, like, look, I'm not doing anything. And I realized months later that I shouldn't have even dealt with it. I should have just been like, look, if you don't trust me, then don't be with me, because I'm faithful and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do in a relationship. I think you have to learn, people are in your life for different reasons. I don't know how to elaborate on that, like, in a perfect tense, but people come into your life for a reason. Not everyone who comes into your life is meant to stay in your life. You may be dating someone for 3, 4, or 5 years, and then they turn out to just not be who you want in life. Or you realize that when you're with them, you're not true to who you are. And that's okay. You don't have to have a reason why you don't want to be with someone. You don't have to be like, you cheated on me, so I don't want to be with you. You can literally just say, look, I just don't want to be with you anymore. I'm just not. And I don't think some people realize that, and I think social media as a whole has created a big difference in relationships. We focus a lot on the abuse happening in our world, and I think talking about it is great. I think everyone needs to talk about it, and I think everyone needs to be aware of what is considered abuse and what is not considered abuse. And I think a lot of people think that the things that's going on in the relationship, they don't think that it's abuse when it really is. And I think that's one of the biggest problems in our society, is that, you know, it's not healthy to have a boyfriend who doesn't let you go out with your friends. Or when you do go out with your friends, all they do is yell at you and tell you to come home, or tell you you're too drunk or whatever. That's not healthy. Let's say your boyfriend goes out every single weekend, has the time of his life with his friends, he's partying, he's doing him, and then when you want to go out, he's like, no, you're not allowed to go out. That's abuse. That is mental abuse. Leave. You should never, ever, ever be dating someone who tries to tell you who you can be friends with and what you can do. I'm just saying that there's a lot of unhealthy things happening in relationships that we don't even notice, and it's very, very unhealthy. And it makes me sad to see people in relationships like that, where they're just getting manipulated and controlled and they don't even realize it. And that's how my ex was. Like, I'm trying not to talk that much about my life, but that's how my ex was. I wasn't allowed. Oh my god, I just choked on my own spit. I wasn't allowed to go out to parties. I wasn't allowed to go to the club. I wasn't allowed, even if I was with my brother, like it would be me and my brother and he'd be like, no, you're not allowed to go. Just like stupid things. Like I wasn't allowed to do anything, but then he would go to his friend's house until 2 a.m. and I didn't complain. I never complained because that's not who I am as a person. It doesn't bother me if he went to hang out with his friends, but it bothered him if I tried to hang out with mine. And I think that's why our relationship clashed and it burned. And just learned if you cannot trust someone, you shouldn't date them. And that's the simplest I can make it. Find your self-love. Find self-love for yourself. Get up every day and don't get on your phone. Guys, that's actually something I really wanted to touch on was social media. I know I already kind of said like social media definitely affects relationships, which it does. I'm not lying to y'all when I say that. I deleted my social media for a little while and it was honestly one of the best decisions I've ever made. I was like, you know what? I just need a little break from it, and getting off social media and spending time by yourself is so rewarding. I saw this tweet the other day that spoke wonders to how I feel right now, and it said, once you learn to kick it by yourself, you don't care who F with you. But it's so true. I sound like such a loner when I say this. I do have friends, I promise, and I do go out with my friends, but my favorite kind of nights are, I'm actually like about to go out with my friends to happy hour. 10 minutes, guys! Is it gonna happen? Probably not. My favorite nights though are Friday nights. Typically on Friday nights I get sushi, I put on my favorite show or movie or whatever on Netflix and I just chill by myself, and oh my god, that's like the best time for me. So I deleted social media, all of it, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, but it was just so relieving, and just to sit in my room and not have to worry about, oh, who's hitting me up, who's posting this, who's doing what. It just made me feel better about myself. So if you feel like social media like overwhelms you or takes over your world, if you feel like you're always on social media, I really recommend just taking a break from it. 3 days even is like a good enough break. And honestly, you get less attached to it. You don't want to be on it as much. Anyway, once you start kicking, you don't care. Like nothing bothers you anymore. But self-love, toxic relationships, all that stuff has been on my mind lately. And I just want y'all to know that you need to do what's best for you. Make decisions that benefit you. Don't make decisions that benefit other people. Don't. But in the same light, don't not make a decision because you think someone will judge you for it. Don't say, oh, I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna get judged and I don't want to be judged, that's embarrassing, blah, blah, blah. Be you. Be you in the truest form. Don't give a shit what anybody has to think about you. Who cares? Just love you and be you. Be unconditionally you. Don't let anyone else tell you that you can't be you because you're not good enough and you're not pretty enough and blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to anybody but yourself, honestly. Or people who make you feel very, very good about yourself. You can take advice from them too because we're living our best lives, okay? No, guys, like, I think that's all I really wanted to tell you guys is just love yourself. Take the time to find self-love. Close people out for a little bit. Even the ones good for you. Just give yourself a little break. Get to know who you are. Get to know everything that you want to do. Once you discover who you want to be, picking who you're friends with is easy. Picking who you hang out with is easy. I keep choking on my spit. Picking who you want to be is very, very easy once you decide that you love yourself and you figure out who you want to be. You're literally not concerned with what anybody else has to say. And like I said, that's how I got here, is by not giving a fuck what anyone else has to say. And I'm sorry there's foul language in this video, but that's also me. I don't care what anyone has to say. So I probably had so much more I wanted to say, and I think in my mind I do, but once I start like actually saying it out loud, I kind of lose track of what I was talking about and things like that. If you guys want me to elaborate on anything else, or if you have questions regarding anything I said, comment below, let me know. I'd also love to do a Q&A, so if you guys have any questions you want to ask me and you want to do, I would totally love to film a video like that. I like the ones more where I get to just sit down and talk to you guys and let you know what's real, let you know the tea, let you know what's up with my life, and things like that. So yeah, if you guys stuck through this video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to what I have to say on days when I feel like I just want to talk. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at Alexis Dango. It is all the same. I'd love to talk to you guys. So yeah, thanks. See you next time.